Don't let yourself be told a lie. We are not all the same, and we do not all respond in the same way to the same stimuli. Unfortunately, we have been led to believe in recent decades that everything was within our reach if we had enough conviction and discipline to achieve it. This is not true. Not all of us have the talent, nor is it enough to dream of having it to make our dreams come true. Listening to hundreds of podcasts, buying thousands of self-help books, and paying huge amounts of money to attend trendy guru seminars, we never guarantee that we will be able to change our personality or give us the key to a successful future. Believing this only increases the feeling of failure, because it is not enough to be brainwashed by someone who has been successful, especially by making people believe that success was within everyone's reach. What is within everyone's reach is to try to know ourselves better, as we are, with our talents and our faults, as we were born and as we have developed. Knowing our personality and knowing why we do not achieve our goals, why we do not possess the self-confidence that others seem to possess, will help us to develop defense mechanisms against our doubts and to strengthen our convictions. There are so many personality tests on the web. Any of them will help you to ask yourself questions and look at yourself in the mirror. There are many trends in how to interpret these tests. If you want, you can investigate for yourself the one you find most convenient. What I'm trying to convey to you is that it is up to you to strengthen where you are already strong and to compensate with changes in your behavior what makes you feel more insecure. The only way to convince ourselves that we can change what we think about ourselves is when we show ourselves that we are capable of doing things that we previously thought were unthinkable. I'm talking about stepping out of the comfort zone, and not just once, but doing continuously, daily, and not always in the same way. Surprising ourselves with attitudes that we previously thought were absolutely impossible because of their hardness or their high self-sacrifice content will feed our brain with positive stimuli that will contribute to the development of the brain. For this, I want to talk about what happens in our brain when we feel capable and our self-confidence is stronger. At the neural level, when someone feels confident, certain brain areas such as the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system are activated. The release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine is associated with feelings of reward and satisfaction. In addition, the amygdala, which is related to emotional responses, tends to calm down, reducing anxiety and fear. All this contributes to strengthening the person's positive self-perception and ability to face challenges with confidence and decisiveness. To release dopamine and activate brain areas associated with reward and well-being, we can adopt different practices that promote a sense of satisfaction and pleasure. Here are some ways to achieve this. Physical exercise. Regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercise, can increase dopamine release and activate brain areas related to well-being. Even a daily walk can have positive effects. Healthy eating a balanced, nutrient-rich diet is essential for optimal brain function. Some foods, such as those rich in tryptophan found in nuts, bananas, etc., can support dopamine production. Goal achievement. Setting achievable goals and working towards them can generate a sense of reward and satisfaction in the brain. Mindfulness and meditation practices. Meditation and mindfulness can help reduce stress and promote an overall state of well-being by positively affecting the limbic system. activities, engaging in creative activities such as painting, writing, playing music, or dancing can activate brain areas associated with reward and pleasure. Positive social relationships. Maintaining healthy, positive social relationships can stimulate dopamine release and promote emotional well-being. Laughter and humor trigger the release of neurotransmitters that can generate a sense of well-being and happiness. Adequate sleep and rest. Quality sleep and sufficient rest are essential for proper brain function and for maintaining emotional balance. In other words, there are a number of things you can do to get started on your work. How about starting small? Send yourself a single activity from the ones I have mentioned and start to cultivate this as if it were a small plant that you will have to water every day. There are no excuses. If you stop taking care of it, you will have to start all over again. Whatever it is, just one that you are not practicing already means a decision to change, and you will notice, and this is guaranteed from the first week, that you have been able to maintain the daily constancy in the practice of this new behavior. We will focus on only one or two of the behaviors we want to acquire or stimulate. We are going to set a goal, and we are going to be the ones to set an end date for them. The behavior we want to acquire can be to start doing a physical activity continuously, to eat better, or to go to bed a little earlier. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you understand what is the mechanism, not to reach the end of the goal, but what is usually more difficult, to keep practicing until the end. Getting started is always easy. What is really difficult is to keep at it. And this is achieved in the following way. You decide how long you are going to keep doing what you have set out to change to start. Set yourself short goals from 3 days to a week or a month. Second, instead of proposing to yourself starting tomorrow, I will do this. Tell yourself, starting tomorrow, I will avoid doing this. For example, if I want to stop smoking, I am going to propose to myself starting tomorrow to avoid smoking between 7 and 9 p.m. and so on for a month. Or if I want to start training first thing in the morning, I will tell myself, starting tomorrow, I will avoid being inactive between 9 and 11 a.m. Why? Incorporating the idea of avoiding doing something that we do and that harms us has a less frustrating effect, less connected with the idea of failure if we do not achieve it. Third, we are going to give ourselves 3 joker cards. We will have forgiveness for ourselves because we are human and not every day we are in the best disposition. Cheer up. I look forward to hearing about the outcome and your experience.